Hey guys, Wolverine's here with another top 10 for New Year's. You guys have been bitching. Give me a top 10. Give me a top 10. Give me a top 10. Here's your fucking top 10. Anyways, these are going to be the top 10 archetypes in Yu-Gi-Oh! That I would love to see get new support. Maybe New Year's will be, maybe this year, 2016, will be nicer to these guys. Give them some extra cards and remember how important they are. Alright, so let's start on. So, well, not really top 10, I guess, not top 10. Top 5. My mistake. So, for number 5, Guardians. Guardians, I would love to see get more support. I know I already got a lot of monsters, but they're unplayable in today's format. Not to mention that a couple of the monsters cannot be used because their spell cards or equip cards are on the ban list. That's no fair, guys. Come on. Give us, and plus, any more consistency. I love that. More consistency. Maybe some Guardians that work in with the Banish theme. And then give us Guardians that work with the Graveyard theme. So you can either run an Eatos or a Dread Scythe. That would be awesome. That's the kind of things I want to see. They deserve it. Please, Konami, work on that shit. Who's the most badass character? Raphael. Why? Because he respected his cards. And when you hear about Raphael, what's the first card you think of? Eatos. That's right. So, for number 4 is Jinzos. Count the cards Jinzo has. Jinzo, Jinzo Ejector, Jinzo Returner, and Jinzo Lord. And if you want to be technical, Amplifier. He's got 5 cards. That's not enough to make a deck based off of Jinzo. It would be so cool to have a deck full of Jinzo style monsters. Maybe you can add Jinzo 7, but why? Why would you use Jinzo 7? I mean, seriously? I don't think Jinzo 7 even fits the archetype, even though his name is Psycho Shocker in Japanese. But yeah, a deck full of Jinzos, maybe given a continuous spell that, like, as long as, like, a Jinzo monster is on field, no spells can be used, so you don't have to use Horse or Spell Canceller. Like, that would be really awesome. Just a deck full of just negating shit. Just for Jinzos. Because Jinzo Lord, you could still use your traps. Just negate and destroy your opponents. That's what I would love to see, guys. Come on, Konami. Give us more Jinzo love. I need some more Psycho Shockers. Number 3. Cyberdarks. Now, before anyone jumps on the bandwagon and says, but that's the new Fairgland Dragons, the new Blue Eye support. No. I want more Cyberdark cards. Not support for them, actual cards. Okay, I understand that in the anime, Zane mixed up, he got the Underworld deck. He got the Underworld deck. Yeah, deck. There was only 2 dragons you saw throughout the entire freaking deck. Exploder Dragon and Infernal Dragon. And the rest are all of his Cyberdark cards. I would like to have a deck where I can use my Cyberdark cards and then just splash it with a few dragons. Not having to have it 90% dragons and then Cyberdarks. That just makes it a dragon deck, not a Cyberdark deck. Come on. They got maybe 5 cards to their name if you count the fusion. If you don't, that's 4 cards in the entire deck. It's not cool, guys. Another thing. They need to make that trap card from the anime. The Rebirth Judgment. Make it. Make it. Make it. That will make Cyberdarks 100% more badass and awesome. I could throw a monster in the graveyard, any fucking type, play Cyberdark Dragon, and then bam, motherfucker, I got the equipped card. I even got ideas for equip cards, guys. I got ideas for cards for the Cyberdarks alone. It would be so awesome. I just want to see more Cyberdark cards. And it gives me sad face when I don't have them. And you don't want to have sad face. So, coming down to number 2. Legendary Dragons. We need more Legendary Dragon cards. And now, I'm not talking about, well, let's just add these spells so you can get all the Legendary Dragons. No. I want more fusions for them. For each one. If you think about it, Critias uses the most iconic traps. Hermos uses iconic types. And then Yugi uses his iconic monsters. I even got a list here. Let's go through. What can Critias use? You can use Compulse, Bottomless, Torrential, Macro, Gravity Bind, Skill Drain, Samochi, Ring of Destruction, Call of the Haunted, Vanity's Emptiness, and Royal Decree. I literally got a list here of the most iconic trap cards in the game. Of today's meta. All of these could be some form of Critias fusion. That would be so cool, because more decks would be able to run Critias. That would be so awesome. I think it would be, at least. Now let's go through all Joey. Let's go through Joey. Joey uses iconic types. And if you want to be technical and you're saying, but what about the deck was only designed for his types? Where's our machine? He is Jinzo. Jinzo's a machine. Jinzo is a motherfucking machine. Give us more machines, guys. We need machines. Give us a machine fusion for Hermos. That would be so badass. Yes. Also, give him an upgrade. Hermos sucks. I would do that in my legendary debate. Lastly, Yugi. Curse of Dragon. Gaia the Fierce Knight. Karibo. He is his iconic monsters. And hell, here's one for you. Summon Skull. But that ain't right. Summon Skull started in Yugi's deck. He became iconic because of the Red Eyes fusion. What we need is a Summon Skull version of Tamaya's. That would be so cool. That would blow my fucking mind. That would be so awesome, guys. But we gotta nag Konami about this. Gotta nag them and nag them and nag them like a bunch of geeks about with pitchforks and flaming swords. Like, give us our geek card! Give us our fantasy cards! And my number 1 out of my top 5 archetypes that need to find new support in 2016 is the Egyptian gods. Now, before we go anywhere with this, true name, okay. Mound of the Bound Creator, okay. Ra's Disciple, okay. No, that's not what I'm talking about. I want support for each one separately. I want to design a deck with cards built for Slifer specifically. Not so I could be like, splash a whole bunch of draw cards, but stuff that I could build with Slifer specifically. If I wanted to make an Obelisk deck, something that's built with Obelisk specifically. If I want to play a Raw style deck specifically, I want cards that built and work with them off their own. Like actual little servants or prayers or people who actually like Obelisk, Obelisk, Obelisk. Cypher. Like actual disciples of these creatures, little servants, or like countries of like creatures that only worship this certain god. Because I don't want to play Ra's Disciple in 3 Egyptian god decks. That's so fucking retarded. No. They already got Ra's Disciple, so maybe like Slifer's Advocate and Obelisk's Protectors. Like, just give me more specific style decks for them. That would be so awesome, Konami. I would definitely play those cards no matter how shitty you made them. I would play them because you listen to my ideas. But that's it. That's my top 5 archetypes of 2016 that needs new support. If you agree with what I have to say down below, comment down below and give your own ideas. But remember, guys, while I did this, I looked at cards that had very, very little. It was barely based on an archetype, and I wanted to give them more. So, before everyone says, rides, machinas, or machinas, however they're pronounced, Mothtronics, they already have a lot of support. I just want to go with one that has very little support. That's why with the Egyptian gods and the legendary dragons, I didn't just say, let us search the spell card or the monster, but worked only for the specific deck or the specific monster. But that would be awesome, Konami, if you saw this and took some ideas into consideration. Maybe text me or message me and ask me, hey, how would you do it? And commenters, if you're wondering, asking how I would do these fusions or how I would make the cards, ask me too. I don't mind it. But for now, this is the Wyvern signing out. Later, guys.